Have you heard different pronunciations of this chicken breed? Have you yourself used different pronunciations for this chicken breed? So what is the right pronunciation of this chicken breed? Well, that's the question that I'm going to answer today. So let's go. So I see this a lot, and I hear it a lot. This chicken breed is either misspelled or mispronounced, like at least 50% of the time that I see it being used. So what's the deal? What's going on? This breed is named after a city in France, which makes the name of the breed a proper noun. That means it's always capitalized, and whether it's at the beginning or the end of a sentence. I see a lot of people misspell the word. Sometimes they don't capitalize the M at the beginning, and other times they leave the S off at the end altogether. And I think that has to do with the way the word is pronounced. So how is this chicken breed pronounced? Well, it happens to be the name of a city in France where the chickens actually originated from. And the name of the town in France is called Mahan. M-A-R-A-N-S. Mahan. Why they put an H in there for an R and why they make the S at the end silent, I don't know. If you do know, drop a message down in the comments and let us know, because it's a good question. And having said that, it causes a lot of confusion when it comes to the pronunciation and the spelling of the breed. It's the silent S at the end trips a lot of people up, because the S usually means plural. Well, because this is a proper noun and because it's the name of a place in France, the S is just silent at the end, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. So how do I pronounce the word Maran? I pronounce it Maran because in America, we usually try to pronounce things the way that they're spelled. And I used to say Marans with the S at the end until I figured out that the S was silent. And so now I just say Maran, and it's Maran whether you have one Maran or you have, say, 30 Maran. It's just Maran, and I think that's what trips a lot of people up too. It's the S at the end not being plural, but the same pronunciation whether it's single or plural. And I think that's where the confusion is really setting in on a lot of people. So I see this a lot with people. They either don't use a capital at the beginning, or they leave the S off at the end altogether. And that's part of the confusion, because people are used to seeing it spelled different ways and pronounced different ways. So I guess the only thing to do really is to just get the word out to say, hey, the S is silent, the M's always capitalized, it's a proper noun, it's the name of a city. I tried to get some good pictures of our chickens and their eggs, and I had a little bit of a problem with the camera because it was in 1080 to begin with, and I really needed to get in some better light with a little bit better shot of them. And so I did. I used 4K, and I got a better shot of them. And I really like the iridescent blues and greens, and sometimes purple in their feathers. And what makes the Maran, I should say, what makes the Maran really special is that they have feathering all the way down their legs and sometimes even all over their feet. And but a lot of chickens do have the same coloring as the Maran. And so a lot of times the only way that you can tell them apart is the color of their legs is usually a light gray to a dark gray, and they'll have feathers if they're American or if they're French. Now, which brings me to the next point. I see a lot of people also in America put French Copper Maran or French Black Copper Maran. And you don't have to put the French on there. If they're not born in France, they're not French. They're American, and we just say Black Copper Maran in America. But the eggs are just probably a little bit lighter now than normal. And in the springtime, when they get going again good, they usually darken up quite a bit. And but I just wanted to say, I really just wanted to talk about the pronunciation of the word Maran and why the S at the end is silent. Why, I don't know. If you know why, tell us down below in the comments. And if you have anything else to add, throw that down in the comments too. All right, we'll check you later.